Yo, Apache, what's going on, bruv? Yeah, so we're about to leave London right now. On the way, we'll be there in about 2 hours. See you in a bit. Got a special today. Going to Brum. Gonna see Apache Indian after his nomination. Let's go. Find my keys, that is. 26 years now since Boom Shakalak was like released, and that tune was massive. I think everyone knows him.
Boom Shakalak, rude boy. You tell him no, sir.
Recently this year he was awarded the BEM, the British Empire Medal. So that's a big honour to receive, and especially for his work with the music and the youth. He runs AIM Academy over in Birmingham as well. I've not had the pleasure of going and seeing what they do there, but I know he has over 300 students. He's been doing a lot as well. And to add controversy, on the day that the announcement of the BEM Awards were going out, he's actually put a video out against BBC Asia Network. So right now, Apache Indian is one of the most important things, people, commodities of British Asian music and probably culture. We need to go back and talk to Stephen Kapoor.
This programme is sponsored by Highview Motors, providing a service like no other.
Set the record.
We made it, finally, Apache's Sanctuary, as I was introducing it to you, as well, with the man himself right now, Apache Indian. My guy.
Respect, bro.
Thank you so much for having us down
Welcome
there,
to my
man.
home, my private little place, man.
Bro, this is a beautiful cottage.
We're brothers, man. Yeah, it's so nice.
The studio cottage, I'm like, oh my God.
And I know it's behind the camera, but you bought Cookie here. Me and him go back too far, man. We're too far. So a great surprise today. Thank you guys, and to be with you as well. So respect, man. Respect, man.
Yeah, man, I just want to congratulate you, obviously, on being nominated. Actually receiving the award, nominated. Receiving the award, the BEM.
I haven't received it yet. No, well, received it, announced this.
It's announced.
No, it hasn't physically. We have to go for the Royal
When do you
Garden
get?
Party, right?
Are they going to do that?
Yeah, it is. It was cancelled last year,
Right.
April. But they're heading for it this April with everyone from last year as well. But yeah, key things that it has been awarded, but physically have to
So
be
it's known
collected,
out there as well.
You might have to come with me.
Oh, mate, please. Oh, come on. Oh, God. I'll have to scrub up for that one as well. How did it feel? Like,
I have to say it was a surprise to me. I only found out towards the end of the year from the Queen of England. You know what I mean? And what it represents, I mean, it's the biggest thing in my life, the biggest thing in my career as a musician. It would have meant so much to my mother and father. God rest their soul. Lost them both. But yeah, I mean, it means a lot because obviously the journey's been personal right from the beginning. A lot of people understand it. A lot of people looking into it now, or what the award means. But we'll talk more about the award, I'm sure. But you know, the journey it represents. It recognises a new genre, the Asian urban genre that wasn't there when I started. And it also recognises the giving back to the community, the AIM Academy that I set up 8 years. So it's got the royal approval, if you like.
Yeah. When I first met you and you told me about it, I think you so proudly ran up to me at Amela and you go, Doni, you have to come to Birmingham. You have to come and meet my kids. That's what you said to me. You have to meet my kids. And this was, I think, about 3 years ago when we met.
That's right. Yeah.
He goes, meet my kids, and I was blown at how passionate you were. You had some kids that were filming. They were learning how to do the videos, photographs, and you're taking them everywhere. And I saw the pride in it. I've seen the photos and stuff you've gone. So to get this award, I think for music and youth, to bridge that, cultures, helping the youth as well, I think it's amazing. And to keep relevant so much.
Thank you very much.
To a level has been amazing. It's just, everything's happened for you. Boom Shakalak, 26 years now.
Yeah. That commercial kind of says a lot to me in the sense that, you know, we can work as hard as we can, and we do. Well, a lot of us do. But sometimes we need some blessings. In a year that, you know, we didn't earn any money. So he helped me financially because we got royalties from it. So blessings are needed. God gave me some blessings in a year that we had no gigs, we wasn't getting support from the, and people are sitting at home as well. So you know, and when they saw that and the kids and the academy and wow. So a little blessing from God, but it means a lot. Big respect to the BBC One show. Big respect to that commercial. The timing of that was incredible. everything just made sense. I don't know, there's something about last year, Anna released an album. So, and then the end of the year with the Queen's Award, which I never knew when all that rest of it was happening. So wow, I was so happy. I would have been biting my teeth. I said, I should have put an album out because they were getting all. So it all kind of worked organically, like things have throughout my life. And I really say, you know, something about this year has given me a new energy. Maybe it's the award, maybe the corona, maybe because I ended up in hospital myself and I thought I would probably be leaving this planet too. You know, so there was things that change your life, like, you know, as I said, starting the music business, having a child when I was there, lots of things that are turning points. But this year, I don't know. I mean, the year started, I feel a different energy, a different vibe.
2021 we're talking about?
Yeah, this year I feel different.
Something happened.
Something happened. I think maybe a lot of people kind of reflected on their own lives last year because they had that time for the first time, because we're always chasing the dollar.
You mentioned to me this year you woke up and you felt like you know what your purpose is.
Yeah.
And I have to bring that into purpose because with all this going on in you, so much positivity, I can't deny the fact that you post a video up about the BBC Asian Network.
Yes. I'm very, very passionate about the things I believe in, especially being British. I would like to bring something to the attention of the British people. We have faced many, many cuts to services in the UK, right from the police to education, the NHS and more. But yet we still seem to waste so much money on other things. One of those things is spending over £20 million a year on a BBC station that does nothing for this country, the BBC Asian Network. This station is riddled with problems and accusations such as sexual harassment, mistreating of staff, accepting bribes, and much more. They do nothing for the Asian music scene or the artists in the UK. Hence, we don't have much of an Asian music industry. No festivals, no award shows, and nothing.
Now, when I watched that video, I was quite shocked at why at this time when you could just celebrate and go off and enjoy your free products, your Walkman that you got from Lynx, you can go off, celebrate the medal, sit back and think, you know what, in a year when nothing was happening, I've done this. Why did you bring it upon yourself to put a message out at BBC Asian Network? And from the outsider view, because I feel I'm an outsider like the fans as well, we've assumed that BBC represents the British Asian culture. And for me, growing up in the 80s and the 90s, you represented British Asian culture. Even to a point that 25 years later, you're still relevant. I believe that you were asked to maybe perform at a fight with Anthony Joshua, who's the most current person at the moment. I know they're asking to use the song Boom Shakalaka again for another. I don't know if are we allowed to say?
Don't tell anyone, but in a different country, McDonald's. I mean, they have used it before for a whole European campaign, but you'll be hearing it, I can't say what it is. But yeah, does say McDonald's. No. Does say McDonald's water in France. Did I say that? I didn't say that. But yeah, I mean, it goes on. Blessings.
But why at this time, when it seems like there's so much going on that side, would you go out and take on this, I'd say fight, that seems very personal with you, but why would you do that for yourself?
Well, if anyone understood me, they'd know that I never hide away or shy away from things that I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about music. I'm passionate about this new genre that the Queen's announced. I'm passionate about young people. That's what I've got this award for. And the BBC Asian Network has been riddled with problems, but it touches all those nerves, doesn't it? New generation that they're supposed to be supporting, they don't. They haven't grown since the 90s. They're not representing. And there's so much money of the taxpayers. So I want to bring awareness to the years of problems that I have faced, other people have faced, and then why this year? Maybe because of last year, maybe because of the year that we had, maybe because of the medal. But when is the right time to ever say anything? We have tried to say things before. I had a real talk show where I brought things up like that. I invited people from the BBC to come. So it's always about squashing the problem. Not say, look at you. We're all, it's like having a messy divorce, because we did grow together. We were there at the beginning when there wasn't a network. So I'm saying, I'm not torn. I'm saying to you very clearly, you're doing this wrong. You need to change. I've had conversations behind closed doors. And I'm shocked myself when I put that video up.
Haven't the Asian Network supported you?
They've support. I mean, the last time they probably played a record was probably about 10 years ago.
Not the recent album.
They didn't touch it. They didn't touch the recent album. They didn't touch the last year I did a song with it's called Punjabi Girl. I don't know whether you ever saw that song. Yeah. And it took me 2 years to write that song. I went back into not just writing a few bars in the studio. I went back and wrote a song like I did like Arranged Marriage. I put my effort into it. जब मैं तेनू देखिया है पंजाबी कुड़ी है बहुत सोहनी मैनू लगी कमाल ओ मैंने देखी जांदी ओ है really trying to use it more. And I took the song to India and I got a big Bollywood rapper on it, Raftar. I mean, millions and millions of views.
That's a big
I mean, put it together. So Hindi, Bollywood, Punjabi, and I sent it to him. This has got to fit your remit. And absolutely no way. Everyone's playing it so much so that when I first played it, Bobby Friction, I still got his message. I swear I love these people. Bobby Friction, Nihal. I played it on Nihal show. He asked me for a conversation. I don't know. Someone played it. I gave it to somebody, and somebody played it, and the other DJs or my friends said, "How come Apache didn't send it to me first? I love this song." Because everyone's talking about this for a minute. I said, "Bobby, I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to send it to you." Something happened in that few days. They didn't touch it. Right? I want to know why. I want to know why. And then I called from India. I got to tell you, you know what? It doesn't really make a difference if they play it or not. I just want to know why, because it was big everywhere else. I called them from India. I called them from India, and I spoke to somebody called Shay. I don't know him. Head of the playlist. I swear on my life, I said to him, I said, bro, it's embarrassing, Dred. Forget about our problems in the UK. I'm in India and I go around the world and people ask me, well, how come the BBC ain't playing it? They ask me, how come the BBC station in the UK isn't playing this Punjabi? Raftar's asking me, what should I say to Raftar? It's not their remit, or they don't like it. It's too reggae, it's too Punjabi. It's Punjabi, Hindi, Bollywood and everything else mixed together, and the Birmingham UK artists and everything. Come on.
It's exactly fitting.
So then I realised it was personal. There's a person, and I even said to him, you know what, I said, I swear on my life, people, I swear this, and that you can hear this conversation, and I don't even know this guy. And I said to him, I said, give me a consolation prize and put it on the C list. Put it on the C list so no one can ask a question. We'll sort out our problems later. It's not about the play. It's just about, it's embarrassing for us as a team in the wider globe. And it's become an international debate of why you're not doing this and that. Not just me, but other people. Yes to him and no to him and da-da-da. Why not this song? And they
feel like the gatekeepers or stopping
there's something
people.
there, blockage, and they didn't play it, they didn't touch it. And he said, absolutely no. He said no, and he goes, come back to me when you're ready with something else. I will let you know. Who are you talking to, bro? You want to take this personal? Who are you talking to? Tell me what your remit is. And if you're talking to me like that, and I'm just saying, give me a consolation prize to squash this beef internationally, basically, we've built this up and taken it abroad so we can say, look what we're doing together. It's a disease, Red. You're holding me back. And when I'm in front of these people, I'm embarrassed because I'm representing you too. So where's the teamwork? Where's the love? Don't do it for me. Do it for people. Be honest and be real on the platform that you got. November, I'm releasing. I remember I'm still Apache in BBC. I'm playing for 10 years and I know all these problems. I didn't know the state, the extent of it. I've only found out since I put the video out how much more people have come. So I've sent them my album at the end of November. By this time, I knew about the Queen's Award. But I couldn't tell anyone. So I put my hand out and I kind of said, here, it wasn't about the album. It was about, we've got things to squash. Let me just, here's my hand, right there. You take my hand and let's sort it out together. I've got messages from Noreen, from Bobby Friction, and we had a PR company, Raj, so submitted the album.
Raj guy?
Yeah, Raj guy, big respect, media moguls. He has a relationship with the BBC Asian Network for 30 years as well, one of the first founders in the industry. And I'm not talking for him, I'm just saying through him he sent it and he will give you the evidence. The evidence is there. They didn't touch it. Right, is that age discrimination? Is it a beef? Is it a personal problem?
You're not aware of if there's an issue?
I don't know what it is. I don't know what the remit is, but the doors are getting closed on me. And I don't care because I made my name, but I care about the next person. Anyway, they didn't play the album. The album went on to be very successful, as you can see, around the country, around the world. I'm still doing interviews in the new year with it. But I put my hand out. Noreen went as far as saying to me, can you help me with one of my friends, a young girl who's got a movement called Amplified Sounds.
Right.
And I did. And I'm talking to Amplified Sounds now. So I'm still helping you guys. You're asking me for something. You haven't downloaded the album, Noreen. I know that. You know what I mean? And I've chased you, but it wasn't about the album. I'm Apache Indian, guys. It was just to say, you know what? We've got a beef, we've got things. I'm going to get the Queen's word, I couldn't tell you, and together we're going to sort it out. Otherwise, you know what? That's the last chance I gave you. A last chance I gave you to say, you know what? If we ain't going to sort it out together, I will sort it out, but it's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly because you know what you've got you know the skeletons you've got in the wardrobe. You know it's wrong. You know the year that we've had. And you know that we grew together. When did it change or when did it stop? Is it a money thing, arrogance, rude thing? And don't answer me. Answer all those people that have now sent allegations about you not playing me. My CD was in the bin. I never got an email back. You told me I was too old or not cool enough. So I'm addressing these things as Apache Indian.
I saw your post up on Instagram about this story about this young kid. I forget his name. I should have remembered his name. We can check it on your post. But a story about how he gave a CD to Bobby Friction, went to record some voiceovers, and when he came back, that same CD he'd given was in the bin.
It was in the bin. The same CD was in the bin. So that's someone's creation. That's someone's heart and soul and hours and money and time in the studio. And to put it in the bin, he didn't know the kid was coming back. Because the kid had just gone and so on the way he said, "Oh wow, inspiring Bobby Friction. Let me give it to you because you're representing this urban sound. You're representing yourself, Bridget." Anyway,
I mean,
he came back and the CD was in the bin. How do you think that kid felt? Now there's many kids have been, their CDs are in the bin or their emails are in the trash. This kid picked up himself, healed himself, and went on and sold many an album. He's, it's all over the world from LA but at that point he decided that he did not want anything to do with the British Asian music scene. And that breaks my heart.
Yeah, no, that's it's hurtful. I mean, Bobby's not here to defend or say how goes on in this kid.
Is the kid lying? Is everyone else lying? What reason do they have to lie? And the reason I'm putting up these stories because they're not mine. I'm using my platform to share those stories, and you make up your mind. It's not about me anymore. If there's something wrong going on, then you have to do something about it. My name is Apache Indian. Let me tell you something, Doni. If you saw a crime being committed and you had nothing to do with it and you didn't report it, you're in trouble. You can get a sentence for that.
Didn't know.
Because you didn't report it. So you saw a murder happen, you didn't report it. You can get 12 years.
Oh, wow.
You can get 15 years. So all those people that see things going on behind closed doors, whether it's in the Asian network or even in your family, sometimes you have the uncle that might say something racist, garlic or something, and we allow it, don't we? We say, uncle, he's old, whatever. Don't allow it anymore. It's wrong. It's wrong. Educate the uncle and tell him, uncle, it's not right anymore. People, it's politically. It's not about being politically correct. It's just being real and honest and let go of those things. Let go of those things and move on because it brings shame on us. And hence we haven't moved on, done it. We had a great scene in the 90s, right? We were moving forward. Where's our Bhangra artists now in the last 10 years? Where's the Apache Indian and Jay Sean's? Is it because we haven't got talent?
No, we've got loads.
We've got loads of talent.
So
so if we're not given... So the kid that wanted to be the rapper when he was 25, I've heard lots of stories, who is now 35 because we've lost that 10 years of support. Is he going to now think about it when he's 35? If he had the support when he was 25, he may have been on the global stages, he may have been out there.
I shock it. I mean, I DJ for Rackstar, you know this, right? So I DJ for Rackstar and Zach Knight. Like, for example, Zach's another person that's had to make his own independent... He's had problems with the BBC Asia Network as well. I think he started the hashtag boycott the BBC Asia Network. He actually started that as well. And there was... Zach Knight did.
Oh, really? Oh, did he?
When that all started. Yeah, because there was problems going on there as well. And he's someone, I think he's got like 3 million followers now on YouTube himself. And I've toured with him. The love he gets, the phenomenon of what he's doing is amazing. Rackstar's someone I think in the UK is by far one of the most popular and best and articulate writers I've experienced.
I agree with you. Big up Rackstar. Big up Rackstar.
And the album Artbreak, for my thing is, I'd love to know that an album like Artbreak can be nominated for some kind of award like a Grammy or something, or put forward as breakthrough music as different as well. There's a lot of other amazing artists, but I'm just choosing them because I work with Rackstar. But that conversation never happens, and this is something I feel on a personal level. Maybe is that what you expect the BBC to be helping with, and is that something they can help with?
They can obviously help with that, and Rackstar, I know him as well, not as good as you. So talented, amazing. So clever with lyrics. And he must be frustrated because it's not just his heart, his soul. It's a business as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a whole package. And do you think that the BBC Asian Network couldn't have championed him more? If they don't champion him and make him our biggest rapper, why should One Extra? Why should BBC One?
Yeah, I was interested that when Tommy Sandu took over rapper to Charlie Sloth. I was very interested why it was a rapper from India. I love Divine. Divine was taking Charlie Sloth. Love him, but I was thinking, why wasn't it a UK-based type thing? Well, why didn't they follow on it? Nihal tried with his own thing, but why are we not getting through to the next set?
Set the record.
He went in. He went in. I knew it was going to be a deep conversation, but he went in. So much so that I've had to make another 2 episodes as well. So we're going to drop that in 2 days and then 2 days after that as well. So thank you very much for watching. Keep it locked.
This program is sponsored by Highview Motors, providing a service like no other.
Set the record.